We continue our Lenten reflections, this time for the second Sunday of the season of Lent. And the focus of our gospel this Sunday is the event of the transfiguration of our Lord. In itself, that moment seems like an odd thing. It was certainly a mysterious thing that Jesus takes Peter, James, and John, and as they're up on the mountain, God glorifies him, you might say, transfigures him. He becomes dazzling white, and the apostles see this happening, and Jesus then is not only glorified, but the voice says, "This is my beloved Son, listen to him." And mysterious it is, but we have to ask ourselves, what was the purpose of that, really? In a sense, there were only, three that saw him, Peter, James, and John. And then it all calmed down, and there was a sense of, wow, I'm sure among the apostles, what was that? What was it for? Scholars point out that it was to prepare the disciples for the Lord's passion, that they would remember his glory, and that they would remember that when he said he would rise again, he would indeed be glorified. So to hear the voice of the Father, "This is my beloved Son, listen to him," was an invitation to believe, a call to great faith in the midst of what was soon to transpire in the life of Jesus, his passion and his death. The Transfiguration is one of what we now have as the luminous mysteries of the Rosary that St. John Paul II gave us. Luminous, it illuminates the life of Jesus. That is, it teaches us something about Jesus. It reveals, first of all, his glory, and to be remembered when the days of his passion and death take place. But it reveals in a particular way the love of God for the Father to accompany him with that memory of his transfiguration as Jesus himself in his humanity moves now toward his passion and death. And the Transfiguration is also for us, to give us hope and to encourage us in our travails in this life as we make our way to the kingdom, not to give up or lose hope, but in fact to encourage us when life can be challenging, the cross can be real for us as well. To know that, yes, Jesus would suffer for us, but he would also rise, and he would be glorified, that his death is not the end, and neither will ours be. So it gives us not only hope toward what is about to happen for him, but will also happen for each of us. And so this Sunday, I'm going to invite you to ask the Lord just for the grace to see in his transfiguration a hope for your own journey of faith. To see in this moment when Jesus was glorified, a reassurance for yourself, where maybe things are challenging right now, difficult right now. Maybe to see in this encouragement to keep going in your life spiritually when life can be truly challenging and very much overwhelming. It is the case that we need encouragement all our life, and certainly when things are challenging. And that's why I think this Sunday of the Lenten season is the advantage of having the Transfiguration remind us as we go along, even for the discipline of Lent, to hang in there and to keep going. So we might ask, first of all, for wisdom and understanding this Sunday. Lord, help me to truly be wise in my estimation of life and understand all that is a part of life, especially its challenges. We might also ask the Lord this Sunday for courage and the strength to weather the challenges that we know in our own life, the uncertainties ahead and the difficulties that may be our present story. And finally, we might ask the Lord for the grace of perseverance. If the Transfiguration took place so that the apostles would remember Jesus' glorification when the time of passion comes, we might ask also for the grace of perseverance ourselves, perseverance especially in faith amidst the challenges that we face, and that we might always hope in the Lord no matter what the case might be. This week, we might pray then for a renewal of our faith, hope, and our love for others and for the Lord, even as we may struggle with any particular things. It is my prayer that we would ask the Lord simply to grow and increase in us these virtues as we know the challenges of life and long for the fullness of life in his kingdom.